Hello friend, I just wanted to give you the inside look at the Tillman's schoolroom. Just take a look and just wait. I'm going to show you all the things. Do you see all this? Do you see all of this? Now here's the bird's eye view right here. Do you see that? That is my task for the next 3 days. Help me. Hello everyone. Today is day number 1 of us getting the schoolroom together so that we can prepare to start school. It is an absolute mess. We've had roofers here doing the roof, and we have gutters coming in, and we have windows being placed in a couple of weeks. Like, there's a lot going on. And so this is our short window before we leave to go out of town to try to get our schoolroom organized. We have to finish we have to finish portfolios, put together a couple of bookshelves, clean out a messed up desk, out with old curriculum, in with the new stuff, clean up, all the things. And we have to redo shelves and everything. So we're just gonna take you guys along on the journey while we do this. I'm hoping that we can get it done in like 6 hours, right? Not 6 hours continuously, but 6 hours. So fingers crossed. Okay, we have made some progress.
So I'm making a heart with glitter.
She is doing the cover for her portfolio. So she's working on that. She wanted pink. Her portfolio is...
Because my room is pink.
Your room is pink. Her portfolio is also pink. And so last year, this was a cover that she did. And so we have finished hers, so we have a new one. So we pulled out all the paper scraps and cardstock and all the things. Brenna is still working on filling her portfolio and then cleaning up. Maggie's still working on her portfolio items as well. So we are making progress to finishing these up. I think that might be enough glue, Mally. Yeah, that's enough. You have to spread that out. Okay. Okay, y'all, we are still at it. What time is it? 3:15, 3:20? We've taken a couple of like 20-30 minute breaks because, you know, it's still a lot. And I know it looks like we haven't made very much progress, but we have, haven't we, girls? We really have. I need to do the end for the binders still. I have to work on that desk and pile of papers behind Maggie over there. Maggie's finishing up. I think she's about to start decorating for her portfolio. And Brenna is updating her reading list for 2023-2024.
So far, I'm at 53 books.
53 books. And she was like, Mom, I need more table space. So I had to add another, I don't know, I think I added another 40 rows for her to work on books. So we have a lot to organize. Okay, I'm gonna give y'all a quick of what I'm thinking here. That desk over there is leaving because it's broken. We have this cube here, and we have another one down there that needs to be put together. We have books everywhere on the floor because we do not have any more bookshelf space. So my thoughts are, I do like how this is balanced in the middle because I'm all like about clean lines and everything. But what I'm thinking is I need more space down here and, uh-oh. You're right. I need more space down here because I'm going to put one of these cubes there, but it can't be too far in the corner, so I need everything to shift this way. So the only way I can do that is if I take this cube and stand it up like that one, and then there's one over there behind Brenna to stand up and then shift everything. The problem is I'm going to have to live with the fact that this will no longer be centered with the opening here. And that's just more of a mental struggle than anything else, y'all. So we're gonna do that before we start adding more curriculum because we'll have to take all the stuff off of these in order to be able to move them. And we'll take those and move them that way, and that'll give us more space. We'll take the printer and move it over. So yeah, that's the plan. Everybody ready for that?
Something like that.
That's my support system, y'all. Yay! Hey guys, it is 6 o'clock, 6:15, and we're done for today. We got quite a bit done, not as much as I would have liked, but we still got quite a bit of stuff done. Our portfolios are complete with the exception of pictures. So we will do that, but pictures are like the really fun part, you know, you get those like creative crafting scissors and cut and glue and all the things, so that's the fun part. So we will do pictures really soon. And we are starting on portfolios for the upcoming school year. Sorry if you hear drilling, we're having gutters put up and they are like right outside the window. But trash, y'all. Where does all the trash come from? So we did clean out a lot. But now we're going to just move on to organizing everything like I showed you guys before and just really trying to get all of that stuff situated. We will do that tomorrow, and that's really our last day because we are leaving for a little while. So when we come back, it'll actually be time for us to start school. So my goal is to get the moving stuff done, get the bookshelf put away or put up and put away and organized and all of that, bring up the old curriculum and sort through a few things that I feel like we don't really need and let that stuff go, and we'll be ready to start the year. I'll bring you guys along tomorrow too. All right guys, we are back at it. We've done a little bit of work and put some shelves together, but we had some people here working on our ceiling fan, so I didn't record during that time. But now we're just trying to get things organized. We have 2 new bookshelves or cube shelves to help with that. So we're really just trying to get everything organized back into a good, useful, functional space for us. So come along. So over here, there was a desk right there that we took out. So we put 2 bookshelves right there. It leaves us a little bit of a corner space right there, but I have plans to put like a tall lamp because it actually gets really dark on that side of the schoolroom because this light is kind of this way. So I'm gonna put a lamp right there that I can hopefully use with the remote, and that'll be easy. We're moving books. All the girls' things are right in this area and then over here, but I really want to just move everything down there and put all the books down here so that it's all in one section and not split up. So that's the goal. This is all things that maybe were on top of the bookshelves. So I'm just trying to work through a plan right now and looking at what we have and just going from there. Okay guys, we have been working for a while. We pretty much have this section completed. This is a box of things that came out of that old desk that I need to sort through. That is a box of things to go. This needs to go up somewhere. That's Brenna's work that she needs to put in her cubby, her socks. And I put all of Mallory's like picture books and readers, picture books, lower level chapter books here so that they can really be in front of her curriculum spot so we can like really focus on those. So Brenna is doing the book organizing. We shifted all of the bookshelves down. I was telling the girls that even though we added in 2 bookshelves over here, it still feels like we don't have enough space for all of these books, but I think we're gonna give it a try. We left all the games over there, even educational games are still there. So we basically just created a path because we are not going to be able to finish this today. So they're still working, they're about to stop. We're gonna take trash down and kind of clean up and get to a stopping point, and we will finish in a few days. Hey guys, I am about to give you guys a tour of our newly redecorated homeschool room. Brenna is behind the camera. If it gets a little wobbly, she's guilty, okay? Okay, so I'm gonna link a video where I show our homeschool room tours. We've done like 3 different changes to our homeschool room in the last 4 years or so. So y'all get to see like all the progression. And this is something I really love. Like I love organizing stuff. It's just kind of my thing. Okay, so here we go. In this corner over here, this is where we would keep all of our library books and everything. As you can see, it's pretty much empty, but we are still using it because every month we want to make sure that we write down the books that the girls use for their portfolios that they read. So this is where they will keep completed books until we get them written down at the end of every month. So that is the bookshelf. My plan is I would like to, at some point, put a big cabinet here so that we can actually bring the art supplies out of the girls' bedroom, which is behind this door, and bring it out here so that we could actually have it in our schoolroom. But that's for the future. Hopefully I can get that done by the end of the semester, first semester. We'll see. Okay, so follow me, follow me, follow me. See the room, yay! Okay, over here, we have a whiteboard. This is the whiteboard that Mallory uses. We have backpacks down there, all the things. So over here, this is our section for library books that we've checked out. So I like to keep the library books separate because I want to be able to know what's library books, what's ours, and not get them all confused. So I thought this is the perfect spot to put all the library books. And when the girls finish with them, they'll go over to the bookshelf in the corner that I just showed you guys, and that way we know that they're done, and then from there they can go to back to the library. That's the goal. Okay, so these are all of our bins over here. We had a lot more, but we changed this around. We have educational games, and they're all in here. We have quite a bit, y'all. And then over here we have card games and Legos. Board games here, more board games. And I like to take our board games out of the boxes because it gives us more space. All right, and then down here we have puzzles, and this is all educational puzzles too. We take everything out of boxes, y'all, and buy these little bags, which are awesome. I will link them down below for you guys. These have been great, and they're waterproof as well. And then we have building things. So, oh, and music. We have some little musical instruments. But then we have all of our magnetic tiles that Mallory likes to play with, and some little, that was loud, play sticks that the girls like to build and stuff with. A few other things. Okay, now I'm getting up off the floor, y'all. Work with me here. Okay, this is going to be our robot display area. Maggie likes to put together different robots. We also have our Lego display area, so anything the girls create, they will put there. These are my teeth, y'all, from last year in our science project. I need to find a spot for those. But we have all the books, and so for the books, the girls kind of organized them how they felt like best. I let them kind of do the chapter books. So we have, these are all of our like who was books, and then we have some series over here. This is going to be more of like historical fiction type books. And then all over here, this is also historical fiction. And then we have a lot of just like history type books and biographies, autobiographies, all of that in this area. For right now, we're just sitting games here. These board games are too big to go into the bags because the boards are really big, so we left those in the boxes. So they hang out right there. Okay, so here we have all of the series. The girls just grouped all of the series together. They're not in any specific order by like author or title of the book or anything like that. And we did a series, and we always leave some space. That way, if I want to add books, we have room. These are books that are not a part of a series, and the girls just decided to organize them by the title of the book alphabetically. They know the titles of the books more so than they do the authors, so that's how they decided to do that. So we have all of these books here, and I like to leave space because if I buy books, I want to be able to like squeeze them in there so that it's not super tight. Okay, here is our school table. We have had this table for a long time, and we love it. We broke one chair last year. So we're down to the bench, which is not super comfortable, but Mallory can handle it because she doesn't need a whole lot of back strength because she's young, so it works out. Okay, over here we did picture books, they're not in any specific order alphabetically or anything like that, but it is all of the hardcover picture books, because the small little picture books that you can't really see the spine, they always get lost in between. So I just took all the picture books and put them up here. And then we have a few readers here for Mallory to check out. And then these books are organized by like events is what I'm gonna say. So we have fall and Thanksgiving books here. We have Christmas books. Then we go into science, like science project type books, coding, and like energy, mechanics, things like that. Then we go into some weather books, human body, geography, plants, and animals. We like to do it that way because we still do a lot of like unit study focused type of things. And so it's so much better to have them lined out like that. Yes, there will be some of these type of books here, but these are all picture books. Everything down here is pretty much reference type books, okay? And then down here on the bottom, we have poetry. And what else is here? Ocean books, space. Then these are events. So like books on like World War I and II, the Civil Rights Movement. I'm trying to think of what else. Events like that, Titanic, the whole Titanic thing. Those are down here. And then we have other books that are reference books where it talks about people, but it's multiple people in a book. For example, this one is Young, Gifted, and Black, and it's 52 Black Heroes. So this book has multiple people, and this is really helpful for us when we are trying to study a specific person. We can pull out this book and see if they are listed within this book. So that's how we organized those. Okay, so there's that. Let's see, going this way. What I did right here was, this is all of those soft cover books like that a lot of them don't have a spine. And so this was really helpful to have these here. These will be more books for Mallory anyway, but it just makes it easier when I need to search. I can just go individually really quickly because this is all we have, versus trying to find them all embedded within all of the hardcover books. So we put all of these books here. This is more Mallory's section, lower level chapter books, and a few other like science books that would be on her level as well. And then these are all of the readers that Mallory is currently kind of going through. And we just take time to go through all of these different readers. We have, let's see, I think these are Abeka readers. This is our Logic of English readers, preschool prep. Then we have some other like phonics books, the I Can Read series, some other phonics stuff. So this is all just readers for Mallory. So going through here, we reorganized everything to make sure that we had enough space. And I did get rid of quite a bit of stuff, honestly, but just everything with letters and spelling. This is all Mallory's stuff, with the exception of here, we have some curriculum manipulatives for math for the older girls, but majority of it is for Mallory. So we did letters and spelling, so anything related to that. So like she has the hot dots, that type of thing. Some other letters that she does stuff with. I told y'all we use these bags all over the place. Those. And then over here, this is logic and shapes. So anything that's like building type stuff that she would use. Then we have curriculum manipulatives here. And these are very specific, like the curriculum would call for the counting blocks or using the different bowls to do counting assignments, things like that. Then over here, anything related to numbers and math is here. So we have like our monkey balance game. This is another math game that Mallory plays with. I say game, it's learning. I wouldn't put it under a game per se, but. And then these are Mallory's bins. So all of her curriculum is here, and then extra things that she needs for it, like her letter tiles and things like that are here. Flashcards, headphones, anything else that she might need. Then moving over, this is where we put all of our dictionaries for everyone and a few little things that boards and stuff that Mallory, and the big girls too, may use. These wipe clean. Got these at Target probably like 3 years ago, but they're really cool to have. Then our whiteboard that Mallory and I use. this is Brenna's section for all of her curriculum. And then this is her bin for other things. She has some stuff on the table as well because she's been working today. And then this is Maggie's section. And then this is her bin with other things that she uses. Then up here, this is family subject stuff. So we have history, the checkbooks and answer books for some of their like easy grammar, things like that. We have our history curriculum, Brenna's teacher's books for her literature curriculum, then some Bible stuff, art, things that we will do together. I'll stay right there. Okay, up here, this is extra resources, y'all. These are the science kits for the girls. Science, what are y'all using for science? I can't even think of it. Oh, Berean builders, science. So these are the kits for their Berean builders. And then we have our person here. We had to turn them backwards because one of the little things that holds the organs in is broken. So when we turn it around, they just all fall out. So anyway, there's that type of stuff. Then over here, we have science kits. This is different science type material to use. Then we have science models, different projects. For a while, I would get things from the library, different little projects, and so I organized all the projects in there. So when we're looking for something specific related to like Women's History Month or something like that, I can look in here and grab a project out that we haven't completed. And then we have coding and robotics pieces and things like that for my middle daughter. She has a lot of robotics type stuff. Okay. Over here is where all of the extra curriculum goes. So this is everything that we've used. My oldest daughter has been using Saxon Math since I4. So we have all of those books. I am not going to let go of those because I don't know when or if someone else is going to use them. So we're hanging on to those. But this is all math stuff all the way up until here. And then this is art, coloring books, craft type things here. And this is more of like the supplement section or previous curriculum. Down here is all grammar type of things. So spelling, writing, easy grammar, phonics, all of that. We have our foundations curriculum is here. What are these called? Oh, Mad Libs. We have those here. This would be more like a supplement. And then these binders are all previous language arts curriculum that my oldest daughters used to use that I would make copies of that I could use for Mallory. So after a year or so, these will probably go, but they're here for now. And then down here at the bottom is like foreign language. Then we have history, more history, science, previous science curriculum that we've used. Like we have some, I forget what it's called though. Oh, Gather Round, because we used Gather Round one of our first years of homeschooling, I feel like. So I still have those teacher's guides there. And then we have like human body stuff, more science stuff, and then some geography resources that we will pull out when we are doing our geography curriculum. So just a lot of different things. And then over here, this is kind of where I'm storing things. We have our Spanish that we never got to, y'all, not for real, but we will. And then knowledge crates, some other little building things. This is all kind of the section where there was nowhere else for it to go. So we kind of just put it up here, organized neatly. Some resurrection eggs, and we have lots of Osmo stuff that my youngest daughter uses. And then this is like our supply thing. So we have highlighters and dry erase markers and paper clips, all of that kind of stuff. Supplies bin, all the extra supplies that you need. And then this is where we're keeping our portfolios for right now. And I love the colors, it just pops. I really like that. So these are completed portfolios, and then the girls started, I need to do the ends for them, but they started their 2024, 2025 portfolios down here. And then this is extra notebooks that they haven't used or maybe started using and haven't finished. And so I don't want to throw those away because they actually, one of them needed to pull one out today, a math one that was down here. So that's some extra ones, and they have their sketch pads that they used for science curriculum. So just extra supplies kind of go in this area. Same thing over here. It's a lot of extra supply stuff. These are all of our flashcards, any type of educational cards, geography cards, things like that. I put them in this box. Then we have extra supplies like paper shredders and all that. Then we have pencil sharpeners, radio if we ever want to play any CDs, listen to music, that type of thing. Diffuser that keeps us all smelling the goodness in the homeschool room. And this is what I call our control center right here, the whole area. We update calendar. We have our school calendar up here. We have our Tillman Constitution that we made up a couple of years ago. The girls will put their goals over here, or they may put them over here. I need to get another whiteboard, but over here. And also, oh, my lamp. I wanted to say.
Where'd that come?
Where'd that come from? I bought a lamp, y'all, and because this corner gets kind of dark. So when you're trying to look for stuff, it just really illuminates the space, and it changes colors too. So you can do the bright white. So it's just really helpful in this corner because there's no lighting on this side of the room. So there's that. And then we have our printer. Y'all, I bought this printer, I think it's been 6 months. And I put a little bit more ink in there just because I had some bottles that had a little bit left in it, but we have been printing like crazy. And this is amazing. So Epson EcoTank printer, paper, all that kind of stuff. And then over here is our big whiteboard that the big girls use. This is our Bible verse for the first day of school. It says, trust in the Lord with all your heart and do not lean on your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge him and he will make straight your paths. Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5 and 6. There's that. Over here, this is just an extra Lego table for the youngest to play with. And then this is her control station is what I'm gonna call it. She comes over here, does her days of the week, months of the year. She updates the calendar over here. And then she does her counting by twos. And then we also have multiplication facts if anybody needs them. We have our numbers to 100. And I forgot to show you guys, she's in pan behind here. But we also have a United States map here. And then over here, we have our world map, which will really come in handy for geography.